What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today in this video we are actually theorising what could be Alton Towers' next roller coaster. So as you know, they recently retracked Nemesis and created Nemesis Reborn, a very good B&M invert. Probably the best in the world, but who would I know? I've only done two. So, what do we know? We know that the next attraction will be Project Horizons in the Project Horizons building. We don't know its name, its theming, its ride, or whether it's even going to be a roller coaster. However, we're going to pretend, for the sake of this video, that it will be. So it won't be the only roller coaster we're talking about, but this is the only one we know of coming so far. So, Project Horizons. We probably could imagine that as it's an indoor roller coaster, that we could be getting something like a Intamin multi-dimension coaster. But the only problem is that they already have one. However, they had like the first Intamin multi-dimension coaster, and since then it's got very different. We've got on ones around the world, we've got launches, spikes, drop tracks, turntables, switch tracks, tilt tracks, you name it. Now, if we were to get one, I'm not sure where Project Horizons is, but I think it's near Phalanx, the area. So we could get a Phalanx sort of themed ride, where maybe it explains the backstory, kind of does stuff like that. I don't think we'll get a drop track, as, you know, it's not like they already got one or anything. But we will probably most likely see a launch, a spike, and a turntable. Sort of like Uncharted at Port Ventura. But yeah, that's Project Horizons. The only other thing I could see that being, other than an indoor dark ride, is an Axis coaster maybe. That would be quite cool, an S&S Axis coaster. Having the spinning underground, that would be, well, not underground in the building, that'd be quite cool. And for a while, we actually thought it would be an RMC. What idiots are we? Next, Secret Weapon 9. Every time they do a secret weapon, they like to market it as a new thing or best. So, where could we see Secret Weapon 9? Two places. Technically three, but I'll come to the third one afterwards. Number one, most likely, Galactica car park. The car park right outside Galactica that you see on its final turn. It's a very big space, easy to remove, and they've got a lot of car park space anyway. Number two, remove Rita, put something better in its place. That is quite a good option. And then option three is remove Spinball Wither and put something in its place. However, Spinball Wither, if it was to get removed or rethemed, I think it could be to Sabibi's Land instead of Secret Weapon 9, and there's just not enough room for a secret weapon. Now let's talk about what the secret weapon could be. So, we know that they like to do world's firsts, UK's first, or world's most, world's best, stuff like that. And a good UK first, using their good friend at B&M, could be a UK first surf coaster. Now, surf coaster would be a really good idea, as it's relatively new, with only one being built around the world. It could easily go in the Galactica car park or even Rita's space. And it would be quite a good attraction to sort of differentiate it from the one over in Orlando. They could either put in the lift hill, but that might kind of get rid of the launch sensation, or maybe even put two launches in just to mark it as the best one. Another thing it could be is an RMC Raptor. Now, I don't think they will ever get an iBox trap or a Toka trap. However, a Raptor that uses the landscape, like how Nemesis uses the landscape, if you had that sort of concept with the speed of a Raptor, That'd be really good. A Raptor is normally got quite a small footprint, so I'd imagine that would go more where Rita was, and that would probably be marketed as the UK's first RMC or something like that, which would be quite good. Another thing that many people think that could be coming is an Intamin Blitz, which UK, no Intamin Blitzes. But then again, how could they market that? The general public doesn't really know what an Intamin Blitz is. So the only way they could really market that is the UK's first triple launch roller coaster. Or who knows, they could get eight launches and just overtake Universal. That'd be quite cool. Yeah, triple launch roller coaster is quite good. That would probably be a good replacement for Rita. Maybe like a sequel to Rita, like Rita's Revenge. Sort of like a retrack, but completely different. That would be quite a good thing. Back over at the Galactica car park, filling in some gaps they don't have. They don't have a wing coaster, which has many different options for wing coaster. You got, of course, the B&M wing coaster. You get an Intamin wing coaster, like oh my god, I forgot his name. The one at Hershey Park, Sky Rush. Yes, like Sky Rush. It's not a proper wing coaster, but it still carries the wing elements. You could get Zampella Volare, sure. Please don't. But yeah, so a wing coaster could be quite a good addition, especially to the Galactica car park, because you know you've got an invert, a flying, and a wing all in a row. Could be quite a good idea, and they could put a launch in there just to save on height. But then again, they can't really market that either, thinking about it. A recent roller coaster type is the Vekoma Tilt Track roller coaster. However, Merlin's never built a Vekoma coaster, correct me if I'm wrong. Well, in the UK. I think Charman in Gardaland, I want to say, is a Vekoma, but they've never actually built one in the UK because they kind of like to use, you know, the best of the best. So it probably won't be anything from Vekoma. Well, I say SNS. I said SNS earlier, but SNS is up in the game. But yeah, it probably won't be a Zamperla, Vekoma, Chance, Rise, Premier, none of those guys. They want the best of the best, you know, the RMCs, the B&Ms, the Intamins, the GCIs, all the best, and the Gerstlauers too. Speaking of Gerstlauer, could they put... No, I don't think... I think all the Gerstlauer models kind of, other than... I think is there a Gerstlauer water? I can't remember. But all the Gerstlauer models kind of... The Infinity Coaster kind of takes, you know, the bobsled, the Eurofighter, and kind of makes the best of all of it. So all the other Eurofighter models just won't be as good as it. Be as good as Eurofighter. So it won't do a Gerstlauer. The other thing that they could do for Project Horizons is a Mack water coaster. They recently have, you know, started to work with Mack with making Hyperia. So they could do a Mack. They could even do a Mack multi-launch, which please don't do an Intamin Blitz. Just spend the money, do an Intamin Blitz, put it where Rita is. I love Rita, but I'd happily sacrifice it for an Intamin Blitz. So yeah, the most likely roller coasters for Secret Weapon 9 would be an Intamin Blitz, which will have either 3 to 8 launches, just so they can market it as something, or it will have like a world's first element, or the B&M Surf Coaster. I know I said Wing Coaster earlier, but I think the Wing Coaster is a lot less likely as what can they market it as. The Surf Coaster is a brand new model, with only one built around the world. So that's what Secret Weapon 9 could be. For Secret Weapon 10, it's just easy to say. It would be the other one I didn't pick. You know, Secret Weapon 9, Surf Coaster, Secret Weapon 10, Blitz. So yeah, those are my predictions for what could be the next roller coaster, Alton Towers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.